Mike Brown, who was laid to rest on August 25th, did many things teens do. A little drinking, getting high, he might have done some shoplifting. But unlike most teens, he was shot 6 times and killed by a police officer. In a profile of his life, the New York Times described him as, quote, "no angel," a phrase that got Twitter fired up with the hashtags ideservedit and no angel. To many, the Times' take on Brown sounded like blaming the victim, and specifically a victim who is black. Olivia Cole tweeted, "New York Times, I shoplifted as a teen, got in fights, kicked out of school, but being white, if a cop shot me, no one would say hashtag I deserved it." Jordan McSwain says, "I'm white, cheated in school, kicked out of college, caught shoplifting, had drug phases. New York Times won't say I deserved it if I get murdered." Sincerely, Kemma pointed out, "Never forget, drugs, alcoholic, C student. Hashtag no angel." Dandy Lord's take? "In case I'm murdered by a cop, New York Times should know I take an obscene amount of napkins when I go to fast food places. Hashtag I deserved it." In the same No Angel paragraph, the Times profile also said Brown had taken to rapping in recent months and wrote vulgar lyrics. To which Jared Allen tweeted, "Hey New York Times, before receiving my computer engineering degree, I listened to rap and cuss like a sailor." The author of the profile, John Elegant, says the No Angel line was a mistake and that he disagreed with editors about how to mention Brown's interest in rap. Elegant has been covering Brown's death and protests in Ferguson, and as an African-American man, says he too has experienced racial profiling. But it was especially stinging, considering how the Times ran a profile alongside of Brown's of the officer who killed him, and the picture was somewhat rosier. New York Times says Mike Brown was no angel, Darren Wilson, well-mannered, soft-spoken. So, a teenager had a turbulent life, but he was also the victim of a terrible death. Wasn't there a better way to describe Michael Brown on the day of his funeral? Subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook.